once a photograph was proof of something that had been. Barth has called it that, has been an unavoidable witness to reality. But now your phone's camera is just another filter, another layer in the simulation. What we capture isn't memory, it's performance. We don't take pictures because they're real. We take them because they can be made real enough for someone else. Flusser once said that the camera has its own program and the photographer is simply playing within it. But now we are all players in a game where the rules can be rewritten at any moment. What was once the mark of authenticity, a faded photo, a handwritten note, becomes just another algorithmic flourish. The past no longer reveals itself, it performs for us.
The earliest computers were not just machines of calculation, but bold experiments in mechanizing thought. Devices like...
Once, the imperfections of analog media weren't just accepted, they were trusted. The grain of celluloid film and the static in an old audio tape marked a thing as real. These flaws proved that something had lived through time, that it survived wear and handling. Scratches on film stock became badges of authenticity, while crackle in vinyl records gave sound a tangible history. Now consider this. Those same defects are no longer born from use, but from code. Digital tools simulate the look and feel of age. This electronic oscillation can then be shown. It forms a wave pattern. The wave may be clean or corrupted. Either way, it's designed to sound human. We are now in the era where memory is no longer tied to materialities. Dusty reels and magnetic degradation gave way to pixel. Perfect algorithms that mimic those same textures with mathematical precision. What once signified truth becomes a marketable aesthetic. The paradox is here. We no longer trust what feels real unless it looks worn. But even then, the way AI models can now generate handwritten letters that look like they came from Einstein, and brushstrokes that mimic Van Gogh's unique texture, but not for artistic exploration or experimentation. These tools are being used to pass as the real thing, to authenticate what has never truly been there. We are no longer simply creating art with machines. We're using them to simulate history itself. The question is, why would anyone bother faking authenticity if people still trusted their own senses? Just this week, a company revealed it had lost control of their AI budget after unrestricted use of Claude led to an unexpected surge in synthetic content. What started as internal document generation spiraled into deepfakes being used for marketing and even fake employee testimonials. The more convincing these fakes become, the harder it becomes for humans to distinguish between real memories and artificial ones. A problem not just for historians or archivists, but for anyone who still believes trust itself becomes a system parameter, not something we feel or even choose, but something we're trained to see as authentic. We've moved past just copying appearances. Now AI copies the logic of memory, the way ink fades, how sound degrades over time, why certain phrases stick in our heads like artifacts. What we believe depends on what we've been conditioned to recognize as trustworthy. And if you can simulate the signs of trust itself, you control more than information. You control belief. We used to believe that authenticity was written in the cracks, a faded manuscript, the hiss of an old tape, or the grain of a film reel. These were once considered unforgeable signatures of time itself. But as our tools for simulation become more advanced, we are no longer just preserving memory. We're engineering it from scratch. The parchment had its burn marks, wax cylinders their pops and clicks. Each medium came with built-in proof that something was real. Now reality is an afterthought. What we're seeing is not a collapse of memory, it's its final transformation. Nostalgia, once a deeply personal longing for the past, has become an AI-generated commodity sold back to us in curated forms. The caretaker's haunting soundscapes mimic the slow erosion of memory itself. His music doesn't just play history, it simulates forgetting. In this new era of faked decay, we are not remembering the past so much as rehearsing how to forget.